This audio is a property of redefineyourreality.com. Feel free to share it with anyone, just leave the entire recording intact. The conversation that follows was recorded live from a personal session with Chef and Design. Now I want to tell you something very, very important today. Something that has been going on in my head for a little bit. And since you're my present guinea pig, so I'll do my experiment on you.
Okay. Right.
Okay. It has to do with how we think about law of attraction, right? Something profound crossed my mind a few days back, and I've been thinking about it ever since. What does the law of attraction tell you? Tell me that. What's the basic?
So what you think about, you will attract into your life.
Okay,
What you focus your thoughts on, then you will attract into your life.
great. Now tell me, what do these self-help products and the new age products and the law of attraction products tell us to attract the great things in our life? You want a car, you want a fridge, you want a computer, you want $1 million. What do they teach you? How to go about doing it?
How to do it?
Yeah.
They go, well, okay, this is out of a book called The Attractor Factor, and he says,
Hmm.
uh, it's a pretty good book, but he says that you work out what you don't want, then you turn that into what you do want,
Hmm.
and then you get clear of all your limiting beliefs,
Hmm.
and then you never, he calls it never lies your goal, where you try and immerse yourself in the experience of achieving your goal, and then you write it out, and then you keep referencing yourself to it, and then the fifth part is you let it go.
Yeah,
You
well,
let go
that
after you
was
get
a
it.
very complicated way of saying that basically you choose what you want, clear out all the limiting beliefs, and then focus on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what are you trying to communicate to the universe? Tell me that. You're trying to communicate something because that's the underlying.
That I have this desire to, it could be I have a desire for a new transporter van or whatever. Uh,
Give me an example. Desire for what? Let's say what? Like,
well, okay, surf van, you could say that.
let's surf.
A surfboard van, a van you
Okay,
can chuck three
surfboard van.
surfboards in
Okay,
and
so
surf
you
around.
want a surfboard van, right?
Yeah,
So you're saying to the universe, I would like a surfboard van, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if you take that same principle that its law of attraction says that whatever you were projecting to the universe, it will be projected back to you. What you're projecting to the universe is I want a surfboard van. What is it going to project back to you?
I want you to give more of myself.
No. If you say I want a surfboard van, the universe says I want a surfboard van.
Oh, deliberate? No. How does that work though? That's surely it's like the law of a cause and effect though. Surely it would be like, right, well, you're gonna have to do something in return, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Is that
but imagine this. If you keep saying I want this, I want a guitar, I want a guitar. Law
yeah?
of attraction says whatever you keep asking will be returned. As in the thoughts that you constantly hold will come towards you from the universe.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
If you say I want a guitar, I want a guitar, the universe says, yeah, I want a guitar too. I want a guitar too.
Oh,
Right? Now
right.
tell me this. The reason I'm telling you is I'll give you the different little aspects of it a little bit later, but there is a better way. What if you
Okay.
keep on saying, what can I give? What can I give? What does the universe say back to you? Think
What
about
can I
it.
give?
Imagine that instead. Instead of over and over saying,
What can I get?
what can I get? What can I get? What can I get? If you keep on saying, what can I give? What can I give? How can I give more and more and more and more back to you? How can I give more to my fellow beings, to my brothers and sisters, to the universe? How can I keep on giving more and more and more? What does the universe say back to you?
How can I give more? How can I give more? Oh, right. So in the act of trying to work out how to give more, you get more
Now tell
in.
me, as a human being, imagine two different people, okay? I want you to imagine in your head right now, you got two friends. And both of them
Right.
understand law of attraction. Here's one friend who's like constantly going, yeah, I want this, I want that. This works big time, right? They said it in The Secret, whatever. And I've read so many books. This works. And I've seen some examples in my life. I manifested some crazy stuff, so I know it's going to work. So I want a surfboard van, and I want $100,000, and I want a great girlfriend, and I want this and I want that. And then you have another friend, and that friend keeps on asking over and over, what can I give? What can I give? What can I give? What can I give back? I have so much. I'm so blessed. What can I give? Who would you want to hang out with?
Person who would want to give
Isn't it just amazing? Can you
because they would
imagine?
find opportunities to give rather than to get.
Can you imagine the difference in the outlook of these two people towards the world? Can you imagine how
Yeah.
very differently they will operate in this world, in their relationships, in their community, in their personal life, in their business life? Every moment of every day, how they will think differently?
Yeah.
Isn't that mind boggling? Think about that.
That seems so obvious now. It is. It's how can I give more? How can I do more? How can I do more for other people? How can I help the world more?
But really,
Yeah.
start analyzing yourself. Become your own therapist. Start analyzing yourself and keep on asking yourself, hey, so how have I operated in this world differently when I kept on asking, what can I get? How many different creative ways I can figure out how to get more of the universe, out of the universe, right? How many clever tricks and this white magic and all of that I can learn so I can get more and more. How different will it be if you just change it all into just saying, I already have so much. How can I give more? How can I keep on giving more and more? Imagine these two same people. Life being what it is, it's the yin and the yang, ups and downs, summers and winters, right? Sometimes life gives you problems and struggles and challenges. Imagine these two same people. The one who's asking over and over, how can I get this more? How many more clever ways I can find out to get more and more fun things in my life, right? And the other person who keeps on saying, how can I give? How can I give more? How can I offer more? When the same set of problems come to them, like life brings all the time,
Yeah.
how do you think they'll see life in what different ways? Imagine they see the same thing in front of them, a house burning, right? Here is a person who spent the last 1 year trying to find clever ways of, you know, manifesting great things in their life, comes across a house burning. How is that person going to react in comparison to the person who kept on asking for the last 1 year, how can I give? That makes
That'd
sense?
be, you'd get two completely different reactions. Completely different reactions.
Now that you think about that, what would be in the interest of the universe for us to think in which way does the whole universe benefit,
For the act of giving.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's how the universe rewards. And really, it's not even about that because the only way you can really be in that state of mind of asking yourself, how can I give more? You see, everything changes. The smallest little details change. Imagine yourself in the living, you live with your family, your parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine shifting your mind from all the great things, how can I attract more? If you keep on asking yourself, how can I give to these people who I live with? One day you'll die. One day they'll die. How can I really live with them and not just stay in the same house while I'm trying to find out clever ways to make my life better? What's your contribution? Right? We live in our houses, our lives, our universities, our jobs, and we keep on asking, is this job worth it for me? Is this university worth it for me? Is this job good enough for me to give something? Right? Is it giving me enough for me to do something? That's how we go on living, really. Think about it.
Yeah.
When we're with our parents, we're constantly thinking, yeah, they don't understand anything. They're just wasting my time. We don't really verbalize it. But that's how we think. They're ignorant. They don't know. They're stuck in their old ways of struggle and whatever. I'm just here on my way somewhere better. Right? That's how we think, really. As we're going about, complaining about our school, our university, and everything else, or your neighborhood, we rarely stop to ask, how much am I contributing here? What am I giving? What did I give yesterday, last week, today, last hour? What did I do? And guess what? You think people cannot feel it? You think people can't feel it? Everyone feels everything, even if they don't know why or how they feel it. Everyone knows everything. They feel that you are really looking at them as stepping stones on your way somewhere better. You think they're stupid. And really, we do. Because we
Yeah.
know so much. We think we're so smart, right? And that's okay. Maybe we do know some things. Maybe we are clever because we figured out some ways. But then, if your brother knows less than you, do you ignore him and leave him behind? Or do you help him grow? How much do we really help our brothers grow? Right?
Yeah.
That's a huge, big shift if you think about it. It's a huge, big shift.
I think, yeah, it's funny. It's like it it's so obvious, but it's just not habit for people to think like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And we go about being frustrated. And you hear this to so many people if you hang out with the new age circle and talk to more people. See, so many people are so frustrated. They're like, man, why isn't it working? Why is law of attraction not working? I'm doing all this, right? This vision board and
A
what?
lot of people do that.
Yeah, of course they do, because it doesn't work.
There's a
That's
lot of
why.
frust really.
Yeah. Why would it? Think about
Yeah.
it. Why should it work? When all you are thinking is how can I get more? It's
Yeah.
really like clever and clever ways to squeeze the universal lemon,
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
right? That's what we are really trying to do.
I've got to find a way of reminding myself that.
You
I'll
will.
write that down. I'll put that down on my arm or something like
Yeah.
that.
Write down. Yeah. Tattoo it on your arms. Yeah.
Funnily enough, I was actually had the image of tattooing something
Uh-huh.
like
Yeah.
but no, no.
Find
Yeah.
somewhere because you will need that reminder, remember. But then again, the discipline that you are following right now, which is meditation, will be the biggest reminder. Meditation will open up all things for you. You think right now the message that just came through me, that was a random event that just happened
Yeah.
and you just happened to be there? No, you became ready. In fact, because you became ready is why I could say what I just said. In fact, I'll take it to the next level and say, because you became ready, that I could perceive what I perceive and say what I said. Maybe it's all because you spent the last few weeks meditating. Because you have changed, the whole universe has changed. Because you have changed, I'm able to verbalize what I'm saying right now to you. So, as you take a step forward, everyone else does too with you. As you pull yourself up, everyone else comes up one step forward with you. That's the beauty of it.
So true.
Yeah. So as you meditate, you'll automatically find answers and the wisdom will flow through you. But it's also helpful to give you a reminder, put somewhere around you, because it's, again, imagine if you were still stuck in that prison of material neurosis, which is really the illusion, me against the world, your ego mind of labeling everyone and everything, good, bad, everything separate from you. You cannot perceive of such things. Because if you look with the eyes of your flesh, all you will see is struggle and fight. It is only when you transcend your ego mind and go into the place where there is only unity, yoga, oneness, is when you are able to perceive such things. You truly are able to be rather than just humor it as an intellectual concept. But practice is also necessary, remember that. Because we have spent many, many, many years in many bodies through many lifetimes going through the struggle and fight. So practice will be necessary for you to keep reminding yourself, not just when things are going great, but when you see that burning house. Remember, in that moment, the primitive part of your brain takes over. The amygdala, which is right inside in the middle of your brain, that declares a neural emergency. And the primitive brain takes over your neocortex, which is at the front part.
Yeah.
At that moment, unless you've had enough practice, unless you're able to really live this reality that we are speaking of, you'll go back to your old ways and going, what can I get? What's in it for me? Rather than what can I give? How can I give more? Because I have so much of abundance. I have so much. How can I give? And guess what? In the moment you truly, from your heart, not because someone said it's a good idea, but you truly, from your heart, say that heartfelt thank you. That a tear comes out of your eyes for you feel so grateful. In that moment, everything changes. In that moment, everything changes.
Yeah. I feel like I've got a long way to go to that point.
And that's okay. If you were perfect, you wouldn't need to be born. The fact that you're born means you have a journey to make, and that's perfect.
That's pretty good. I've just literally, I've just put that on my. I'm just trying to ponder that. I mean, it's so obvious, but yeah, putting it into daily life, it's just, yeah.
True.
I can see that that's like the biggest, the biggest test.
It is. And while the whole new movement of consciousness and understanding, creating your own reality and writing your own destiny and all of that has done enormous good for a lot of people, especially the ones who were stuck in the whole white bearded god up in the sky who's waiting to fry us in hell, right? Who are stuck in that zone, or the other end, which is, the militant materialists who are basically, it's me against the world, I have to win. Is survival of the fittest
Yeah,
mentality, that I have to win and go forward. Who cares about you? Because we are separate. It doesn't matter if you die. I'm fine. It's doing a lot of good to them, but it stopped short in a very critical junction, which is doing a lot of bad as well. It's really another redefined form of that whole me against the world, what can I get mentality. Because while it showed in all this material that's around, I'm saying this because there's just so much. I was thinking about it, and there's just so much of new age material which are writing the same thing in so many words, which is cleverer and cleverer ways of milking the universe. And it stopped there.
I've
It
heard that
came
one,
up
yeah.
with all these great ideas that your mind does matter, that the world that you see with your physical eyes is not the end, that there is a lot more to the story than just going to your job and making a living and dying, that you actually can affect what happens outside as you change your inside. Those are all great ideas and they're all true and that really liberate you and empower you beyond belief. But it stopped to that place where it basically goes up to the point and says, yeah, so this is how you milk it. Really, this is the
Yeah.
better way of doing it, which is basically another form of it, from using your mind to influence people and con people and make people give you what you want. You basically now use mind power with spiritual laws. Another way of milking the universe. Stop there. It shouldn't have. The next step is going beyond that and recognizing it doesn't quite work after a while because it's not in the best interest of the whole universe, of all humanity. It's not in the best interest for you to basically keep on asking things and getting it with disregard to everyone else. Law of attraction truly means that thoughts become things. But then if your thought is constantly, what can I get? Then what will become is more and more bills and summons and all that kind of stuff coming around you and all saying, what can we get? What can we get? So all these people stuck in their ways, with their vision boards and all of that, horribly doing so bad in their life because of no resources, no money, all these bills and all these problems all around, asking over and over, what can we get? What can we get? What can we get? And the universe says, yeah, what can we get too? Right? So get to the point and start asking right from now, how can I give? Take note of all the great things in your life. Take note, if you can breathe, take note of that. If you can breathe normally, take note of that and say a heartfelt thank you. If you have food to eat, take note of that and say a heartfelt thank you. If you have a family, take note of that and say a heartfelt thank you. But don't stop there because that's a clever way of, getting more good things. That's the idea behind it.
Oh yeah, so kind of say thank you and you'll get more, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you think you're so clever, and God, who keeps the universes together, don't understand what really is going on in your head, huh? So
Weird.
really say thank you and contribute where you are. If you're with your family, contribute, live with them, give them something back, live with them. In that moment, they will feel that you are here to give instead of just suck out some more. When you're in your school or workplace, go with the mentality to give instead of asking for more. Give because you already have so much. Give for no reason because you just have an abundance, because you can, not because you want some more, but give. Give to everyone and everything. Keep asking, how can I give more? How can I give more? Because you have so much. And the thing is, if you do that, you don't need to worry about all those things that you want. You don't need to put undue pressure and channel so much energy into all these dreams and desires that are really influenced by BMW and Rolex. It's like our dreams finance, sponsored by BMW and Rolex.
God, you know what? That could be a very, very. I can imagine that as a good article in a newspaper, someone writing about the law of attraction.
Yeah,
Good
but,
heading to an
but
article.
that is true, isn't it? Think about
Yeah, that's so true.
it.
Yeah.
Most of our dreams are sponsored by all these big marketing companies. We're the little guinea pigs. We're the zombies who go about working our way to buy all these things that we want. And here is this real secret. When you're in a mentality to give, when you no longer care about all these things, the universe makes it an interest, a personal interest, to keep giving you more. Because then you have not become one who's constantly in a mind frame of what's in it for me, what can I get? Yes, I will give it also when I get it, but right now my mind frame is entirely what can I get? But I'll give it when I get it. And that ain't gonna happen. But when you get into that mind frame of constantly wanting to give, you become a channel through which the universe can flow all the good things to others as well. You become a channel.
Is that what that phrase from Matthew says? Um, Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. Is the kingdom of God part of the giving part?
Now you make all the sense, you see. See, now it just makes a lot more sense what that means. All these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah.
But seek first
Yeah.
the kingdom of God. It doesn't say, seek first in
The vision
clever
board.
ways, all this stuff that you want, yeah.
Seek
Um,
first the vision board.
yeah, seek first the vision board. Yeah, it doesn't say that quite so much. No. Yeah,
Yeah.
something to think about. So, how does
Yeah.
this change how you look at the universe? How does this change how you're going to live the rest of your life? Anything that really touched you at this point, um, that really made you think about something you were doing so far, and really, as we were discussing this, really hit you that maybe you need to change your ways on that specific place. Anything big?
It makes me realize that I don't need to focus on all of my dreams and wants as much. And in that sense, the first thought I got was canceling a few email subscriptions because having a talk with you and all of the stuff which completely transcends all of the law of attraction and all the books that you get, like Attract Money Now, a book that's just sort of come out and stuff, and it's like it seems now to be kind of hindering what I'm trying to move forward into. And it's almost like the sort of that level, that first level of awakening is now kind of the more I focus on that, I'm going to hinder my growth to the next level. So, I'm going to put what can I give the question on my screen, on my sort of first on the front screen to get me thinking because
How about
it's so
in
true,
how
so
about
true.
just around you? How about your personal life right around you? I mean, we kind of when we get into all of this, we kind of start looking at the big stuff. And that's okay. Big stuff is great, no problem. But how about the people who matter around you? Does it change the way you look at them? Maybe your brother, maybe your mom, your dad, an aunt, maybe, an uncle somewhere, some relative you lost touch with, but you were really close to when you were a kid. Anything else? A friend, someone else. Does it?
It makes me think of my grandmother
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Think about,
I mean, yeah.
are you really living with her? As in, I'm not saying like physically living with her, but are you really living with her right now? Do you really contribute? Make a special effort to make her feel good. How old is she?
She's 91.
Right. Very different reality from yours, right? Very different body chemistry from yours. Life looks very
Yeah.
different for her than it does to you. She doesn't have the dreams of new tomorrows very many anymore, right?
Yeah.
How can you give more? How can you give so her days are better in some way? How can you make a special effort that will put a smile on her face? What can you do to
Oh,
your mom and dad,
yeah.
right? What can you do that as you share the house with them as a son? What can you do that will make them feel you're here to give, not just take?
About a million things I could do.
Yeah,
There's an infinite number of things I could do to make them feel that I was there living with them.
yeah. Big difference, isn't it? Because we live,
Huge.
yeah, we really live with our families and spouses and parents and all of that. And we're really there physically, but we're really living somewhere else, some other better place.
That's where I've been for the last few months, I think.
That's okay.
I've been trying to, like you say, get more and just, I've been like, right, I want more money. I want a new van. I want new boards. I want a new wetsuit. I want
Yeah.
uh, income. I want,
And
I
don't
want,
and,
I
and,
want, I
and
want, I
don't
want.
don't
That's all it
forget
is.
don't forget the power of desire though. Those
Yeah,
things actually make you do more. Remember that as well.
yeah.
Don't discredit desire because desire is the fuel that makes us move forward, right? It gives us the energy to keep doing more and more, to stretch our limits. That's what desire gives us. It's the fuel. That's not what we are asking. Delete all desire. You cannot have desire. It's bad stuff. No.
No.
Desire is different. It's an entirely different story.
So with the act of giving, it needs to be done in a completely selfless way.
It needs to be done in an entirely selfish way. The self with the capital S. Do it for the self, not for your ego. Do it for the self that is interconnected with everyone and everything. Do it for the self which is part of God. Remember, true love is not saying, I want you. True love is recognizing God in the other person. Do it in the most selfish way, where you realize when you contribute, what you really do is contribute to yourself. When you contribute to your family, really, there is no other way but get some benefits out of it, anyways. Think about it. There is no way
Yeah.
you can contribute without getting the benefits. You cannot do it. It's very difficult.
Yeah. It's absolutely true. I guess what I could do is I could see if I could find ways of just thinking about how I can give all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what this
And it
kind
will
of been
change
about.
everything.
So,
It will change everything. Do the
yeah,
small things. Don't look at
yeah.
things that are impossible. Changing the world begins with changing yourself, your family, your community, the cat next door. It's really everything. It's the small
Yeah.
things that makes the biggest differences, right? So do the small things first. Focus on the small things, and you'll find the small things are usually even harder than the bigger things. So start small. Give today something. Ask yourself at the end of the day if you have given enough, if you've lived with the people that matter. Do that. What if you die tonight? One good thing to ask every single morning is, what do I need to do today? So if I die tonight, I would die complete knowing that I've done everything that I could, that I was destined for. What is it that I need to do today? Right? Ask yourself that.
That's amazing. Ah. Gosh, it's so profound. This is like the most profound hour of the week. It's great. Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what will come out of you when you teach your students. All you need to do is get ready. That's it. Truth is all the same. It comes from the same source. We speak the same stuff.
Just got to be ready.
Yep. Have fun. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you
Well,
next week.
thank you very much. Yeah, we'll speak to you next week.
Yeah.